In this video, I'll go over Ripple's business strategy for the next few years, as well as how the XRP ledger will be deployed. Fortress believes Ripple has recently bought an exciting business, and I've been thoroughly analyzing this company's operations and how they can damage the Ripple position on the XRP ledger. I'd want to share that with you in this video because I believe it will help you understand Ripple's future intentions for altering our current financial system utilizing the XRP ledger. I'll explain everything in the video, and you'll be ecstatic with what Ripple just bought and their plans for the XRP ledger as a result. Stay for the duration of this event. You'll learn a lot about the future of this sector from this video, and I'd like to talk about what Ripple recently acquired when they bought Fortress Trust, because I'm going to use that acquisition to give you a more comprehensive picture of Ripple's plans. This kind of transaction provides us with a very clear picture of what Ripple aims to build with money in the future. After all, it's natural sense to follow the money. So, if we pay attention to what Ripple is, purchasing and investing in it provides us with a clear picture of how they want their firm to grow. Don't stress out if the dark horse has done a superb job of research in the future. To follow him on Twitter and their banking licenses with the first noticeable aspect of the purchase of Fortress Trust that he observed to secure a banking charter. Fortress Trust has so registered with the state of Wyoming. Furthermore, this gives Ripple completely new capabilities, which is why it is so exciting as we go into the next generation of Bitcoin products. Ripple will now have a capability that I believe will be critical to the company's development, and Ripple will be able to produce stab coins utilizing this capability. This is intriguing since stabbing money is a game-changing application for blockchain. Technology-stable currencies are ultimately necessary for the operation of our entire system. Businesses are today supported by the banking system. Employees should not be paid in Bitcoin, since people all across the world are used to dealing with constant values. People dislike receiving money in cash. They require payment in stablecoins for traditional financial actors and institutions to use blockchain technologies. Stablecoins are critical and one of the most important features currently missing from Ripple's products. Because there are no stable coins based on XRP, companies must first convert their currency into XRP and then back into fiat if they want to participate in the XRP. In a practical sense, the ledger is how Ripple's. If someone wants to send money across international borders, they must first convert their fiat currency to XRP, exchange it on a controlled exchange, and then return to their native currency. It will no longer make sense to use these centralized exchanges as we move toward a next-generation financial system based on an internet of value. I believe that the future holds many different sorts of value, such as money and stocks. Tokenized assets include bonds and real estate. After that, you will need centralized counterparties on these ledgers. You no longer need a centralized, you can achieve your goal through exchanges, because of these tokenized kinds of value. Before transitioning to XRP, you might use a DEX or an automated market maker. Hence, utilizing the AM, you could migrate from a real estate title to XRP and then back to something like a tokenized stock. This, in my opinion, is the ultimate goal of what Ripple is producing. It is the ultimate ideal when you have the technology. It makes no sense otherwise. It makes sense for these Bitcoin commodities to rely on centralized exchanges, since they can genuinely eliminate the middleman of the controlled exchange and make these procedures much more efficient. What does this purchase indicate about them? We do know that Fortress Company is a significant player in tokenization, even though they have the proper permits and charters to operate in the United States. In fact, that is one of their primary business sectors. So what? What exactly am I saying? We've been hearing about tokenization for a long time and are aware of businesses that tokenize assets. We've heard about all the many sorts of value that exist now in the traditional world and will eventually exist in the blockchain world. This rhetoric has been heard, but it has yet to be seen. There hasn't been much. Tokenization, all of this has fundamentally not occurred, but I believe what we are witnessing right now is merely the beginning. In light of this, I believe Ripple's purchase of Fortress is all about bringing value to the XRP ledger that has not yet been added. The issue is that even though Ripple and XRP currently offer this futuristic method of making payments and extremely quick method of moving values, both actual tokenized assets and tokenized currencies do not exist for XRP to function as a bridge. None of these exist. Things are present, yet the world is heading on the right path. These tangible assets will be stored on blockchains, allowing our financial systems to be more efficient. I consider the upcoming foundation. The financial system is now being constructed. Now, with the acquisition of Fortress Trust, particularly in light of who Fortress expressly partners with, I find this intriguing. Please have a look at this. Fortress works with a trust. A trust tokenizes capital gold, IAS equities, and a range of other assets. Capital is now fully owned by Ripple and used by Trust Capital. I have a feeling that all of you believe Capital's assets will eventually be tokenized on the XRP ledger. In my opinion, this is the most exciting thing we're seeing to deploy tokenization on the ledger. Ripple is constructing and purchasing infrastructure, and once it is completed, the Internet of Value will formally begin. You will not have to take your asset to a centralized exchange, trade for XRP, and then return to the centralized exchange to exchange it for the asset you want. Instead, everything will be recorded on the XRP ledger, and XRP will serve as a link and source of liquidity for all of these different assets. It is crystal clear to me what the XRP stands for. The ledger was always designed to be the flawless liquidity of XRP amongst all of the various assets in a system represented by XRP. Many people believe that XRP should be used for payments, but when you look at it, XRP is used to help with payments. However, it is not used for actual payments. People will want to use stablecoins to make payments in the future. The future they do not want is uncertain. Members of the XRP community have determined that XRP must be steady as a result of this, but things will not go down that route and all that. What XRP must do is give stable cryptocurrencies some flexibility. Please have a look at this. What is the purpose of stablecoins? The XRP ledger's low transaction volume, fast processing dependability, and security enable it to develop stable forms of value, such as stable currencies. The XRP ledger is an excellent platform. It does not imply that XRP must remain constant. In fact, it is desirable if XRP's value rises. How come we're going to need more liquidity? For XRP, since more value is being introduced to the XRP ledger right now. Because there is adequate liquidity, it would probably be fairly possible to bridge $10 of value from one form to another. However, due to the lack of liquidity in XRP, adding $100 billion to another $100 billion in value would be impossible. How can you increase your liquidity? Would you require an increase? So what I'm talking about is the XRP price per se. Consider Ripple visiting various businesses and institutions to assist them in tokenizing their assets. In my opinion, Fortress is a key component of Ripple's plan. Fortress, in my perspective, is the layer where assets will be tokenized, and Ripple will interface with these centralized platforms, but the XRP ledger will still be present. If they genuinely require a location to store these tokenized assets, the Fortress will be the foundation layer for this tokenization on the XRP ledger as determined by the institutions. People will desire to trade among the various forms of value that will be available. Once it occurs, it will be recorded on the XRP ledger. What will be the source of liquidity? In this circumstance, XRP is valuable among all of these other assets. The more value we bring to the ecosystem and the more value we have on the ledger as a result of tokenization, the larger the value gap that XRP will need to fill, and thus the higher the price that it will need to be. In my perspective, this has always been Ripple's objective. The XRP ledger provides flawless liquidity for each of these many assets that Ripple is currently methodically building out, which is why I am so excited about this purchase. It exposes Ripple's future course. Taking into consideration the region in which the corporation is investing, which is the Internet of Value in any case, gentlemen, I genuinely appreciate your being here, and I hope you found this update enjoyable. Please remember to like and subscribe if you did. It means a lot.